back with more Angel. This is episode 13 of season 3. Very excited to carry on with the season, see what's going to happen, because I'm really enjoying season 3 so far. And last episode we kind of explored people and the gang kind of struggling for money a bit, going a bit OTT with it. We had a few different like story threads going on. Not one of my favourite episodes, probably one of the weaker ones this season for me personally, but still I think season 3's been stellar so far, and I can't wait to see where we're going to take everything next. You know, we still have a baby to look after, we still have Holt and Justine and all that out there. So yeah, I'm excited to see where we go next, so let's get into the next one. And quick shout out to channel member Sherlyn, thank you for your support, Sherlyn, and yeah, let's get into it.
Best action I can get is an invisible ghost who's good with the loofah.
I'm sorry, I missed that last part.
You are a gentleman.
Who's doing what with the loofah?
Oh boy.
Not loofah. Loofah. Note.
Loofah.
Come on.
So,
Where is...
oh, same thing. It's just that first breakfast
Oh boy.
goes so quick and I'm always...
I smell a love triangle.
You know you're gorgeous. Morning, friends
You
and
are.
neighbors.
I saw their production of Giselle in 1890. I cried like a baby. And I was evil.
I think it sounds exciting.
We're going to sit down and watch it, the ballet starts, then Holt just comes out in a tutu. That big demony crystal. Oh, creepy hand, that's good. Oh my god, we're going to see Fred dressed up. Oh fuck. I don't think I'm ready for this.
But he's so sweet and commanding, and I feel so comfortable around him. I mean, I don't even know if he feels. He feels.
Oh no, she's going to be talking about
There's
gun.
a definite feel.
It's not just when you're singing. We got a little term back in Pylea. Chirumtion.
I know it.
Two great heroes can't fight chirumtion, cinnamon buns. It's fate. It's the stars.
And stop calling me pastries.
Sorry.
We all know you got a thing for ex-cheerleaders.
Cordelia, she's...
She's what? How's that sound?
Sounds just right.
It's not to laugh.
I promise.
It's gotta come from the heart.
Will you stop?
Oh my
being
god,
such a
look
little
at her.
girl?
Oh.
I promise.
Sunshine.
My god, you're so pretty.
You know, there's not a lot of people could say that to me and live, but the way you look, there's no way I can fight you.
No, same.
Isn't she a vision?
Isn't she lovely?
Thank you.
Okay, I'm happy with this just being the whole episode. I don't need any demons to fight. I just want to see them all hang out, and I want to see Lorne be a babysitter. Is it Wizard of Oz? Me. Oh my god, rest on his shoulder. Oh my god, please. Oh, guns get into it. Ah! That's so glow!
I love it.
Okay, I'm all in. I'm all in. It's River.
These are the same dancers I saw before.
That's impossible. We're watching the exact same troupe you saw in 1990.
Oh.
I think he said 1890.
It's a puzzler. Are there snacks?
Cordelia's me.
And some of those jumps were... That was cool before I met you.
Magic of the ballet, not really getting to me.
How will the dancers keep time without your rhythmic snoring?
Oh my god, this episode's great.
I'm that guy, and the most beautiful woman I've ever seen is making eyes at me. It's either a bachelor party or a scam.
What did you just call me?
I'm sorry. You're not stupid.
No, after that.
I think I'm just gonna have to go with my pet and sudden burst of violence.
Hey, hold on. I thought I had an approach that's a little...
Something happened here.
I want something else to happen here.
Angel, I want you to undress me.
This isn't us.
Yeah, she possessed.
Cordelia, we're acting this out, so someone is.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I only have eyes for you all over again.
Did I actually just ask you to undress me?
Is that what you want?
I'm only alive
Oh, whoa, okay. Yeah, okay, but I want a proper kiss, you know? Not possessed kiss. Feed me!
This isn't out of here.
No. Right.
The way they kind of, their physicality changes as they get possessed is really good.
Kinda hard.
Kind of noticed.
That is, yeah.
Well, it's a good thing it wears off right away.
Yeah.
You've been fed and you're sleepy. You'll be with Uncle Lorne, who in no way resents not being asked to go to the ballet. Certainly. Hey, you just sleep on, little nipper.
Oh, on.
Uncle Lorne's gonna make sure we're alone.
Don't go investigating. This happened to you literally the last episode.
Oh my god.
Are you sure this is the way?
Sure, it's a way.
We left too soon.
Who? The room?
It's a clue. Those spirits or
A clue?
or whatever. All we have to do is play the scene. Get in, get out, no one gets happy.
What if there is no more talking in that scene?
Well, if there is getting in and out.
Spirits of old lovers before, it never goes well. Kissing you, it's not something I can just...
Oh, come on. It's not that horrible. Up to his ass in demon gore.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No! Oh no! 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 Oh, if they hold each other's hand, that'd be really funny.
Angel.
Huh? Where was the end? Anything coming?
Oh. Bit forward.
Maybe it only works the one time, you know, when the energy...
Yeah, go for it. Oh, okay, no. Stop, stop. Abort.
Not yet. Maybe when we're...
Don't make promises.
Oh boy! Ah!
Oh no!
Oh!
Oh, thank God.
Ooh, what are you?
Okay.
What the fuck? They're like the masks, aren't they? Like the happy and sad masks.
We gotta move.
You think they're not dead?
You just looked really hot doing that.
Oh,
Yeah.
run. Who's laughing now?
I was literally about to say that.
Hey,
Oh. What I would give for Fred to feel that way about me. These two are quite adorable. But I also feel like Fred and Wesley would be adorable. Well, he's... Oh, Wesley, please don't see this. Please don't be stood there. No! Oh, Wesley. Oh, no. Oh, it's so awful. But, oh. I would jump off a bridge if I saw Fred kissing someone else. Oh no.
He swore she would dance for him forever.
How did you...
I, hit a hot spot too.
and now we're stuck here?
Oh, when he saw them. Oh.
Stay close together. I'll take point.
I hope you're in the killing mood.
I should be alright.
Wesley, my heart's breaking, buddy.
I hesitated and I lost everything that mattered. Now all I do is
Go with it. With Cordelia.
Dance.
Do it.
It isn't just the same ballet. It's the same performance. I don't dance. I echo.
Goodbye. Give him the finger.
Where's your power center?
How dare you!
Oh, yes.
That's what I assumed. Yeah. Oh, that's sad. She never got to like live out her whole life though.
Courtney, you and we've been working together for a long time. We grew closer together, and I think...
Rue! Princess! Oh, God, I can't believe it.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, and you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
No. No.
Shut up.
No.
Apparently,
No, not him.
Leah got that
No.
freedom. He came looking for his true love.
He hasn't found her yet.
It's a surprise. I thought for sure she was meant to be with Angel.
Stop
You
it.
never can predict those things.
Fucking Grusselog. No, I'm done. I'm not watching anymore. I'm done with Angel. I can't believe that this has happened. I can't believe it. I cannot fathom that this episode has done this to me. Gave me so much, they took so much away. This was the shipper's dream, and then it was the shipper's nightmare. But man, what an episode. I loved it. I loved it from start to finish. You know, sometimes you can like really like an episode, but be like, oh, you know, that scene, I'd get rid of that scene. You know, maybe that slowed it down a bit. This one, I think I basically enjoyed absolutely every aspect of it, apart from the ending, obviously. Ugh. Why is Grusselog here? Why is it boring? Ugh. I'm sure Grusselog has his fans, but I'm not one of them, I'm sorry. I found him so dull. No. We'll get to that, but aside from that, I love this episode. One of my favourites of the season, potentially one of my favourites of Angel, potentially one of my favourites of the entire Buffyverse. I don't know what it was, something just clicked, and I loved it. That was honestly one of my favourite reactions I've done, just like actually living it, before even going back and editing it or anything. Because it was just like, yeah, for most of it was like a shipper's paradise, you know. I mean, not for Wesley. It wasn't Wesley's paradise by any means. Poor Wesley. Man, that sucks. I mean, I don't think that's, you know, going to be the end of the Fred, Wesley, Gunn kind of triangle I think they've got going. But, there's just, it's a lot, but I loved this episode so much. It was just, you know, for a lot of it was just the characters having fun. And the characters just being themselves, and I love episodes of TV shows where it's just a group of friends like, oh, should we just hang out somewhere? You know, I know it's kind of a trope nowadays to have like, oh, let's go to the beach episode, but I love those kind of things because it's just the characters having a bit of fun. And it's just a group of friends just having a laugh, and this very much felt like that for many of the first half, I suppose. But it got so many nice little character moments. This episode was hilarious, for one. Like the first half in particular had some really, really funny lines before like shit started hitting the fan. I believe I went back and this was written by Joss, right, and directed by, I think. I definitely wrote it, I don't know if he directed it as well, he might have done. I'm not surprised. Like, oh man. That man. Evil genius. Ugh. Yeah, but I just love this. I love the idea of them just like going to this theatre, and then the mystery of why is this like exactly the same play that Angel saw back when. I love that he was angelus when he saw it and he still cried. I love that. Little moments like that. Another side to Angel there, on top of the whole like the fan fiction of the episode basically, pairing everyone with everyone. And I just love that we kind of had these growing feelings. I think it more so we've seen like Angel have feelings for Cordelia, but I think that's starting to very much be like a mutual thing. But I think he's going to ignore that now that Grusselog's back. I've seen, you know, Gunn and Wesley have very much grown attached to Fred, and I think we definitely saw the hints, I think, and the seeds planted of Fred and Gunn more so than Fred and Wesley, so I'm not surprised that they've taken it in that direction particularly. Even though I think Fred and Wesley would also be adorable. I've really liked Fred and Gunn together in this one a lot as well, so I'm looking forward to seeing them almost certainly explore that relationship for sure a lot more. It's just sad that Wesley's like, it's just going to be him and Lorne just like chilling, hanging out, because everyone else is going on dates or whatever. That would make for a great episode. But yeah, that was a hot pie of a mess, and I loved it. I just loved that we had all these building kind of feelings, and we had one episode that kind of dealt with all of them, like various different couples. I just really, really enjoyed that a lot. And the setting of the theatre and that whole mystery, and seeing Summer Glau, that was so cool. I didn't know Summer Glau was in Angel. Good old River. I knew her from Arrow first, obviously, but I did watch Firefly after that, and I much more know her from Firefly now, because that's a much better character. I loved River. I miss Firefly. But yeah, it was so cool seeing her show up, and that whole kind of the tragedy of her story I thought was very interesting, in the fact there was this very same dancer been forced to dance again and again, the very same performance again and again by Evil Wizard. There you go. That kind of reveal was interesting. And yeah, I did really enjoy that aspect of things, and it was very sad kind of seeing her be released from that finally. She's finally kind of free, but she just faded away, because she would have died otherwise, you know, by this point, and she didn't really get to live that happy life and run off with the guy she actually loved and stuff. So that was really sad, but I like her kind of paralleling that, and how she was kind of saying, you know, I wish I'd gone with him when he said, you know, I wish I'd not hesitated, and then I think that spurred Angel on then to tell Cordelia how he felt, but then we know what happened. I don't want to talk about it. But yeah, I love that kind of whole setting. It was nice to kind of have an episode mainly, you know, completely set at a very different location to what we're used to on Angel. Obviously we still had a lot of scenes in the hotel, and I think the one thing I would have liked to have seen more of Lorne as the babysitter, but I get they kind of just needed that to show that you know, Connor could be looked after, and then to introduce the Gruselag, they had that mystery there. We got like surprised, which I had forgotten about until that last little bit. I was like, I wish I could always forget about it. But it would have been nice to see a bit more of that. But what we did get very briefly in that one scene was great. I love Lorne, and it's kind of, I really liked his role in the episode, kind of pushing Angel to tell Cordelia how he felt as well. And he had some very fair lines, you know. And yeah, just little character moments like that, even before like the proper plot of the episode really got started, when Angel realised something was wrong. Just them like renting tuxes and seeing each other all dressed up, talking about their feelings, Wesley talking to Cordelia about Fred, and then Fred talking to Cordelia about about Angel, and then Cordelia kind of unknowingly telling Fred to kind of go with things for Gunn, because they had a bit of a connection that she didn't know about, and shopping for dresses and stuff like that. It was just all so wholesome and lovely, and I eat up character moments like that. It is really one of those things where, like, oh, you know, it's a TV show, we need all this drama, we need everyone to go through all this emotional torment and pain, and, you know, we need to separate our main group of heroes and they come back together again and again and again. I don't give a shit about that. I don't need that necessarily. I can enjoy it for sure. I would happily watch an episode of everyone doing their ironing. It's just the characters I'm watching the show for, more so than them being ripped apart or whatever. And maybe that's just me, and that would actually make for very boring kind of television. I mean, not all the time, but just seeing like domestic situations like that with characters that we already know and love, I just think it's great, and we did get a bit of that in this one. I really enjoyed Gunn in this episode. I love seeing that side to him, and he was kind of so against the ballet thing at first, and he got totally into it, and he's like really moved by it. He's like, oh, we're going to miss the end. That was really great. I love seeing that side to him. I like seeing him really be very like sweet and wholesome with Fred, and that little connection. I am here for that pairing. I feel so bad for Wesley, because I also think him and Fred would be great together, but I feel like that story's not quite done. I feel like they may still explore it, but at the same time, if they do explore it, that might mean that Gunn and Fred don't last, and Gunn might get hurt. I don't want that to happen either. It's a hot mess. but I totally buy everyone being in love with Fred. I think that's the most realistic thing Angel's ever done, honestly. And yeah, I enjoyed them kind of. I mean, I'm not a big fan of love triangles normally. I just find them so tedious and overdone. But this one I might be able to get behind. The one with Angel, Cordelia and the Groose like they might be doing, no, not here for that. But the Fred, Wesley and Gunn one, I'm definitely more invested and interested in. Because, you know, I love all three of those characters. And yeah, I just really like how they kind of explored that. And Wesley's face when he saw them kissing, and then he was kind of like inhabiting like the scorned lover guy. He kind of felt that spirit when he saw those two kissing. I like how that kind of paralleled, you know, exactly what was going on with like those possessed lovers. And I like that they referenced Angel being possessed in I Only Have Eyes for You with Buffy, in that episode in season 2 of Buffy. That was cool, a nice little callback to that. And yeah, some really funny sequences. I love Angel and Cordelia. I need them to get together, but at the same time, are they ever really going to get together? Because it's the whole potentially turning evil if he has true happiness, and I don't know. I don't know if they'll ever really commit to it, and maybe they really can't in a way. But you know, Buffy and Angel had their moments where it worked, so they could go for that. Again, I don't think the story's completely done, but I felt so bad for Angel as well at the end. But it's so nice seeing him kind of open up to Cordelia and say, you know, most beautiful woman we've ever seen, and Cordelia's reaction to that was so, I just love them. How much they've both grown and changed, and I love that they're not kind of ignoring that fact. And, you know, Angel was even saying near the end, I know we haven't always gotten along and stuff like that, but they've just grown and changed so much together, and I feel like it just felt a lot more of a natural build-up to a relationship for me, and I think that's why I'm a lot more invested in it. I mean, I like Angel and Buffy, don't get me wrong. They're obviously one of the iconic pairings of the Buffyverse and always will be, and very much deserve that title. But I think, you know, they've had the time to really build up a relationship with Angel and Cordelia, so I'm a lot more invested in it. And they didn't have to make Angel go evil for me to get invested in that relationship, which was the case with Angel. I think that's the difference there, even though I like both those pairings. There's something about Angel and Cordelia that just feels right to me, and I really, really enjoyed that. And I'm sure we'll see that continue, and we definitely got a lot more hints that Cordelia was starting to feel the same way, and the scenes where they were just like committing to playing out this act of those spirits kind of possessing them just to get more information, and how that was kind of reflecting their growing attraction and growing feelings for each other. It is nice that they kind of like, you know, no matter what happens, we need to see it through to the end. So when things got really weird, obviously they could have predicted what was going to happen. It didn't make me feel quite as uncomfortable as it may have done otherwise. So I thought they kind of handled that pretty well. And yeah, they played it for laughs at some points as well. You know, when they walked out the door, Cordelia was like, well, at least it all faded as soon as we walked out the door, and Angel like takes his jacket off, covers his crotch. Hilarious, I loved it. That side of Angel, he's all googly-eyed for Cordelia, and I'm here for it. So I love him, like, seeing her reaction to her in the dress. Gunn and Fred, their scenes when they see each other dressed up as well. And, just the look on Wesley's face as well. And I love that when we first saw Wesley see Gunn and Fred kissing, it was like his reflection. I thought that was very nicely done. Yeah, he's kind of reflecting on what he maybe can't have. That was a great little shot, and my heart breaks for Wesley, but again, I think they may continue that story onwards, and even in like the final little battle they had, Wesley said to them, you know, you two, make sure you stay together, and he's really just kind of sacrificed a chance with Fred, because those two clearly have something going on. I think that's a testament to how much he respects them beyond, you know, just his feelings for Fred. I think he respects it beyond that, and obviously he's friends with Gunn as well, so he'd want them to be happy, and just those sacrifices. It's the Buffy that, you know, it's all, you know, you're a good Buffyverse character when you just make sacrifices every fucking week. So yeah, I liked that kind of love triangle thing, and I'm sure they're going to explore it a lot more. And the whole idea of this story with the ballet being trapped in time because of this scorned wizard guy. Those like creepy like mask like minion things. Great design. I loved the way they looked, and the fact that they were like constantly laughing, even like the one that looked sad. They kind of based on like those theatre masks and, you know, the dramatic masks and stuff. I really liked the design of them. I thought they were really, really creepy. They reminded me a lot of the kind of puppet minions from Once More with Feeling in Buffy. And I really liked the design of them. I thought they were very unique and interesting. And yeah, I liked that idea, and them kind of having to break down the walls of the whole like theatre place to get to Summer Glau, and seeing that whole story played out was really, really nice, and how they paralleled that with Angel and his growing feelings for Cordelia. It really was a very kind of, not in a bad way, but like a fan fiction episode where it just had loads of couples talking about their feelings or trying to talk about their feelings, and then the classic, oh, a third party gets introduced to interrupt that before they can properly reveal their feelings. And of course that all culminated in the end with Gruselag. I mean, I don't hate the guy. He's just, I just found him a bit bland. And given the whole story arc at the end of season 2, they literally went to this other dimension and had all these crazy people and shenanigans going on, and they somehow managed to have a bland character in there. I didn't care for him particularly. A few people did come for me when I said that at the end of season 2. There are a few Gru fans out there, so I apologise. Did not think we'd see him again, and I wish we didn't. But who knows, maybe they have a really interesting story for him now. Or maybe they just thought, oh, how can we keep Angel and Cordelia apart for a bit longer? Gruselag. Okay, fine. We'll see what happens with it. I'm willing to see where the story's going to go. I won't enjoy it. I will complain the entire time. But I am intrigued as to where they're going to go with that, and seeing Angel potentially deal with that, because no one can get a break, basically, in the Buffyverse. That's very interesting, and I'm looking forward to seeing what might happen with that, even if I'm not totally thrilled about seeing Gruselag again. But maybe he'll be interesting to me this time. We'll have to wait and see. You know, he might have gone through some really serious shit. And maybe, you know, be infinitely more interesting. But I just remember editing the end of season 2, and one of the easiest edits I've ever done in any of my reactions ever was the scene where Gruselag was talking to Cordelia about like his past and himself and everything. I was like, skip, skip, skip. I have no reaction here. So maybe I'm just a bit biased against him now, but I'll give him a shot. We'll see. But Cordelia's an amazing woman. I like that they continue to talk about that theme, and how Angel's kind of saying that to her as well. It's just, oh, such wholesomeness and also such meanness from Mr. Whedon. But regardless of me not being overly thrilled about Gruselag, it's not like he's the worst character to have ever existed and I hate him and I can't stand him and he's like utterly annoying. It's just that I'm very indifferent. And that could change. This is a chance to change it. So I'm excited to see if they can do that and where that's going to go. And maybe putting him in a love triangle with Angel and Cordelia is a way of making him interesting. We'll see. So yeah, back to that. Lorne's little role in things was very funny. I enjoyed him as well. And yeah, the Angel and Cordelia, the kind of investigating things and everything, and how that tied into the overall kind of story of this episode was great. Just some little like tidbits and little character moments, like Gunn really enjoying the ballet, Angel saying he cried it even when he was evil, how they related Angel's plight to the ballet woman Summer Glau. I don't know if we ever got a name, I didn't know. But I also love the theatre setting. There's some really funny lines in this one. When Cordelia like fell asleep in big mood, and when Wesley took the piss out of her for it, also great. And yeah, the whole Fred, Wesley and Gunn love triangle I'm actually kind of intrigued by, which is very rare for me with love triangles. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they're going to explore that, and I just feel so bad for Wesley, but I'm also very happy for Fred and Gunn, because I actually found them quite adorable in this episode. And yeah, the Angel and Cordelia stuff was also very, very nice, seeing them investigate. And then, I mean, probably the weakest aspect was more so the actual wizard guy himself, because he was just kind of sat there looking evil, didn't really have much of a character. But I don't think he really needed to, because this was about the core relationships in our main cast, so I didn't really mind that at all. It was kind of a means to an end, so I was okay with it. And I would have liked maybe a bit more of like Lorne being a babysitter before like Gruselag kind of invaded and interrupted him. But still, it's a 40-minute episode, they can't fit everything in that I'd want, so you make do with what you have. And what they did end up doing was make a bloody brilliant episode that I loved from start to finish. One of my favourites of the season, easily, potentially one of my favourite Angel episodes. Something really clicked with me in this one, and I really, really loved it. Yeah, it's episodes like this I think that really kind of show how strong the characters are. Because imagine, like, they try to do this episode with, like, really badly written characters, and they, like, think they've been well written and built up, and the relationships actually aren't all there and everything, and the actors aren't very good or whatever. Like, this episode would just fall apart if that was the case. But we have an amazing cast and an amazingly well-written set of characters. So this episode really shines. What a great little episode. I am intrigued to see where they're going to go with this in the future with the Gruselag thing, and, you know, the two big love triangles, basically. We'll see what happens with them. Lorne was also a lot of fun, and I love the setting, and it was just, it really worked for me, this one. I absolutely loved it. And yeah, I'm intrigued as to where these things may or may not go. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm pissed royally off about Gruselag. But I will give it the chance, because it's Angel Season 3, and I'm really liking Angel Season 3, and I don't want it to be ruined by him. So I'm not going to let it. But yeah, fantastic episode. I utterly adored it. I had so much fun with this reaction, and I can't wait to kind of edit it and put it together. Yeah, I really love this one, and until my next reaction, my next reaction will be to the next episode of Angel, I think. In the next cycle it would be Angel again, and then I think it's 2 Buffys, I think. But it's definitely Angel next. And yeah, until my next reaction, thanks for watching.